Welcome back, friends! Don't forget, this is the August Birthday Bash giveaway month, so don't forget to leave a comment to give you a chance to win a game. Welcome back, friends! LostScarf here, and it's time for more Phoenix Wright Case 5 voice LP. And it's the 30-minute break. What are we going to do for 30 minutes? Investigate? I have no idea. February 23, 11:56 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, wait, 1 second here. Here we go. Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming at the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. What happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers? Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So? This is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth? I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny insignificant, to tell the truth. Hold up, partner. No. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall? Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with the scarves? He wasn't even wearing a scarf? You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. He was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, he wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this, and I hope you die in a fire, sir. This cowboy guy bothers me so much. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hoo-wee. February 23, 12:32 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 9. Oh, we're still in the court. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there was no time to investigate. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth? Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? Who's there? What the balls is this guy? What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Who is this? Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in? Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you! Oh, yeah. Who was this freaking guy? Alright. You know what? He's looking very much like a certain someone to me. I'm sorry I'm late, OG. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, OG. How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, OG. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Oh, yes, indeed. Haji? Seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto. The attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Hey, thanks? Sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Oh my god! Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Demangant? I don't know. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? I'm recording, right? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at that poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler? So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. The long time on him is amazing. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Edgeworth. Chief? What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, Miles Edgeworth. That's no fair. The day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made, baby. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss of words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yeah? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this, knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you had to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. But, no. I want to cut myself. Examine. There's a small tag on the knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange? Oh, what is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. That piece of paper, I would assume. Click! Why? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife. Added evidence. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really, baby. Here we go! Department in disorder. Okay, here we go. This knife is special, but I can't say how or here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Another murder? The twin murders we saw at the start. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Edgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. It'd have been interesting if a prosecutor was killed at the police department. Order! Anyway, we at the department, for all flustered as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? We have guests here, you know. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Does that mean we'll lose a point if we just press? Press. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler, baby. We have the evidence, it's right here. 67S, 12-2. The knife has written on it. SL92. Actually, no, we don't. SL92, 67S. Six, 7S. Couldn't that be this in reverse? Nine. Yeah, this is upside down. Wouldn't this be... L9? SL9! 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 Look at this again. The tag says SL... Right? Crap, I clicked too fast. I clicked too fast. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot! Click too fast. SL9 too. Yeah, there it is, right there. There's the connection. The note's upside down. There it is. What a freaking trick of the eyes right there. Oh my god, game. Oh my god. Okay. We'll present that after we do some pressing. Press everything. This knife was found in the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain, baby. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue? Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So how are things down at the department? We weren't in any shape to do investigation. Yeah, of course not. They were doing awards. Something didn't happen at the police department too, did it? You got a good look in your eyes. You got a good look at... Yeah. Baby, you got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. Chief, did something happen? And why haven't I heard? Why haven't you heard? Or why didn't you ask, baby? No matter, I understand you were busy with the Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Here we go. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot? Another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Edgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, right? I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp, baby. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. We know 515, so... How the victim was killed? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same way as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now, baby. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. Well, what do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time? What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police, baby. I can't just say anything I please, righto. You understand? Right, to understand, righto. Well, you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife? What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. Alright. Excuse me, special? How'd they come by this particular knife, baby? Anywhere else? Might that special thing be this little tag? Okay, oh no, we did that. We did that. Okay. It's time to do the link. Let's link it. Present the note. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Haha, in honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from the judge? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important, why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7, 6, 12, 2. No. Your Honor? It's upside down. Upside... The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? 221, SL9. Ah, ha ha! When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? Ah! What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case that it was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved, baby. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there? Okay, we gotta do another conjunction. Okay. Officially linked now, just put the knife up, right? No, did it wrong. Your Honor. Well, we just did the thing! Oh, God. Oh, okay, apparently we're just gonna save, because what? We did... What? Wouldn't it now be officially linked? Object with note again. Nope. Ah, god dang it. Alright, well, I'm not keeping that one. Okay. What? How's it not linked after we just linked the note? Your detectives were killed. Okay, okay. How does that not link it after we just did that? I feel like this is the objection point, but how? Now we're just throwing them out. We're just throwing them out, aren't we? Nope. Yeah, we're doing this. Alright. Now commence doing everything down the line. Oh. Oh, okay. I think we should press, the last statement. Because we can press on the fact that, how is it not related now, right? Press. How can you say there's no connection? No, that's still the same. Didn't we just do it? We just proved there's a connection. Oh, we're gonna learn a new detail. Where the victim was. Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, that doesn't help us. Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, baby. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Well, wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? The knife was evidence in the case. Knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There we go. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. I see. Press. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection, baby? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for this to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair, baby. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Press. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. If you haven't guessed, I'm doing Cabanela because he's got the same hair. He's just an older version of Cabanela to me. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't getting your hopes up. The number is... D... Yup! We have a certain ID! He was stabbed at the evidence place! He ends up back over there and dies there! Or are there twins? That's what I'm wondering. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2... I can't do it. You didn't even get to the first number right. The 5. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? the ID number of the victim of the police department. That tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You see, the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? That. Witness! What is it, Mr. Knight? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both buns... Yeah. Just come out with both buns glazing? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department. The prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the police chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You even got the first number wrong. The number the chief of police gave us was 84 numbers. Wait a second, right? What does this mean? Mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh. Sharp as a tack, righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait. Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. What we're saying is... the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Order! Chief, what does this mean? No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get flustered, baby. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait? Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. Baby. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright? Where have we heard that name before? Wait, This guy, whose voice I already forgot. Excuse me, but it's, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Rap! You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report, baby. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman, murdered at the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Yeah. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Ouch! Ouch! In any case, baby, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of the duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy? Baby. What? Is this whole thing just to be a screwjob on Edgeworth? Now what was the second rule of evidence law, Oh good, we're gonna finally learn it. Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule number 2. New evidence may only be submitted if it concerns the case on trial. And how is this relevant? Normally submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial, baby. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Good job, Righto, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! What is going on? It seems we have come to the end of this trial. You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. They've been rumors. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Poor Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. We will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it is not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. 2 episodes of court in a row. Hey, that's something. And now investigation? That's different. That was 40 minutes. Okay. Now it's time for investigation. February 23, 2:15 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh my god. Okay, so... that guy was interesting. I assume we're going to see him in the future. Unless he's the bad guy in all this. I don't know. We just got introduced to another character. What if it's a conspiracy by the police to get Edgeworth in trouble because they don't like Edgeworth? And Lana Skye. But why would they be in competition? I'm assuming it's because of the incident from 2 years ago. There's too many new characters going around. One of them's the person who did the thing. This explains things. Goodman was stabbed, right? And he bled to death his death was within 90 minutes of 4 p.m. So potentially he got stabbed at the evidence room. He leaves to the garage and then dies there. Maybe the knife could not have been in him the whole time. Because if the knife was in him the whole time, that wouldn't make any... Oh! He was stabbed in the evidence room and stuffed in Edgeworth's locker. He was stuffed in Edgeworth's trunk with his knife in him. Edgeworth arrives at the prosecutor's office. Goodman comes out of the trunk. She sees him. She cuts herself trying to get the knife out of Goodman's body, which implicates herself. She takes the evidence and puts it in the muffler of the car to be found by the court later because there's a conspiracy going on with the police. So she could not have the police find it because they might have hidden it. It's one big conspiracy and they're using the court to keep the evidence in the open. That is my guess right now. I have no idea how close I am on that. But for now, that right there is the game I had fun with watching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. Holy crap. Am I right in my theory? I guess we'll find out soon enough.